You can't spend 5 minutes in Tokyo's Akihabara district without feeling the lure of anime. Popular schoolgirls tower over busy streets. Giant robots greet visitors. Loyal fans crowd toy vending machines to take a piece of Japanese animation with them.
I think I could stay in this place for a week without getting tired or bored.
The neighborhood known as Electronic City has become a subculture mecca, attracting more than 500,000 tourists every year. It's one of the country's biggest attractions, but you won't find crowds of Japanese flocking to work at animation studios. At Brains-based studio, animator Kayoko Ezoe says low pay and long hours are pushing people out of the industry.
Everybody is struggling to make a living with such low pay. I was surprised to learn that.
Ezoe makes $11,000 a year to sketch a few dozen drawings a day. She's lucky she has a roommate that pays half the rent at her nearby apartment. At Telecom Anime, one of Japan's largest studios, Rie Otani commutes 2 hours each way for a monthly $1,000 paycheck.
My salary is so low, I can't rent an apartment. My parents begged me to live at home because they were so concerned about my livelihood.
Otani and Ezoe are among a new generation of anime workers struggling to stay afloat in a declining industry. While anime's global fan base continues to expand, its domestic DVD sales have plummeted from the peak 4 years ago. Studios increasingly outsource work to Korea and China to cut down on costs and make up for lost revenue.
There's a concern that Asian animators who work for Japanese companies are learning from our animations. There's a good chance they will start producing their own films.
The bad news has led to bad morale at studios across the country. One industry survey reports 90% of new anime workers quit within 3 years. Koji Takeuchi says Telecom Anime is doing its best to address the problem.
Young workers who come in, work hard and excel should be able to make a living. As an industry, we need to come up with a way to pay them enough.
The Japanese government is trying to help by hosting an annual arts festival that gives upcoming animators exposure. Earlier this year, then Prime Minister Taro Aso earmarked $125 million to build the country's first media center along the Tokyo waterfront. But new Prime Minister Yukio Hatoyama has said that center is not a priority in tough economic times. Takeuchi says he doesn't expect tens of millions from the government, but he wants Japan to invest in anime training programs and anime projects. Ezoe remains unfazed.
When I see my work on film, when I see the characters finally moving, I realize how much life I put into the drawings.
A passion that carries her through despite all the other sacrifices. For the Wall Street Journal, I'm Akiko Fujita in Tokyo.